Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Cloud and the Fire Ministry. My name is Naja, and if you're new here, welcome. I just want to welcome you here. I will say that I may sound a little congested because I'm still battling with a little bit of, stuff going on up in the head and chest area, but I am healed and I am blessed in the name of Jesus. So guys, you may hear a little interference in the background. When you're a single mom, you got plenty of other stuff that's going on in the background, and sometimes you just got to learn how to deal with it, okay? Because I have my daughter in the other room who loves to play the television as loud as it will get. And then I have my son in the other room that's cleaning the kitchen. So prayerfully, it's not a distraction and not going to take away from you hearing what we're going to discuss today. This is not a typical word. I am here to actually kind of just share with you guys like two dreams that I had. They were back to back, and it was, I was a little confused and concerned in reference to what it possibly could have meant. And so I'm really coming and sharing it with you guys to enlist your, opinions, or, I feel like we're all a part of the body, and being a part of the body can definitely mean that some of us may have, some insight in something that we may be able to share. And I would love to hear, you guys' input concerning it. So why not? So I'm going to, if you're interested in hearing about these two dreams, then stay tuned. All right, guys. So I'm going to put on my eyewear for today. If you haven't already, you know what? I may not be wearing eyewear today because this is just way too much glare, and I ain't got time for you guys to not be able to see me. So let me just mention the featured eyewear of the day, and I'll just take them off. These lovely pair here, if you are someone that loves that, what do you call it, 70s style, or just, cat eye style with the lovely detail here on the ends, I will have the link to these in the description box. I'm not even going to fight with the lights today. I'm not going to do it. So if you're interested in taking a look at some lovely eyewear, whether you are going to be wearing them just for the fashion or if you need them to see, okay, they are sturdy enough that you can take them to your optometrist and have your prescription filled. Kingdom Vision is the name of my eyewear line, and head on over to kingdomvision.online and you may just see something you like. Okay guys, so in this first dream, it was, both of the dreams were pretty horrifying, if you ask me. But I'm going to share them because I do feel like these are not dreams that I should keep to myself. So I'm going to go ahead and share them. So in this dream, we were in a warehouse. And if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes. We're in a warehouse type building. There was almost like, how if you go into like a gym, there's a big open gym, and off of that gym there is doors that lead into other rooms, like imagine a gym in a school building. And so that's kind of what it reminded me of, but the first thing that came to mind was warehouse. So I'm assuming it was more like a warehouse. And so there was a big open space, and like I said, there was doors off of that big open space that went into certain rooms. So someone actually called me into another area of the warehouse, and they were asking me to get something or take something or something of that effect. And as I get ready to get onto the elevator, that's when the lights went out. I was very consciously aware that there was a lot of people inside this warehouse. Almost made me feel as if we were in hiding of some sort, but we were functioning in this place. And as the lights went out, so when I went into this room, ran into this room, I remember my daughter being there. I remember my parents being there. The room that we were in was right off of, like I said, the main open warehouse area. And there was a window with blinds that you could see through into that open area. And so all of a sudden I heard screams and running in that main gym or warehouse area, like tons of screams and running. And keep in mind, it was dark. So I just remember like trying to open those blinds and look through those blinds to see what was going on, what were people running from, what was the big, what was the fear tactic here, what was going on. And as I looked, I could just see people running. And then all of a sudden there was someone with a gun with a scope on it that literally, like, I remember the scope and the gun coming through the blinds towards us. And so we ended up running into one of the bedrooms off of that room that we were in, and that's where my parents were. And I shut the door, and that's where I woke up. So it seemed as if, for whatever reason, that we were in this room, or for whatever reason we were in this warehouse or this gym-like place, as if, like I said, we were hiding, and as if we had been found. And so the guns with the scope on it and everybody just taking off running, it was chaos. It was extreme chaos. And so I prayed about this, and I'm not positive as to what God was trying to reveal to me in reference to this particular dream, but I know that it actually reminded me of being under attack and some form of war. And so again, I don't know whether or not this was something that was like more of a parable type situation, or if it was a literal thing. But whenever God shows me dreams like this, it's usually in reference to something that is definitely happening in the spirit, and that is coming or happening. So now I will let you guys, I ask for your prayers, that you go to God in prayer concerning it. And maybe he will give you some revelation concerning what it may mean as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the second dream and go from there. This one was even more like, okay, God, like what's really happening here? So I was driving, and I seemed to be like in a neighborhood, is what it seemed like. I was in a neighborhood. It was dreary. It was foggy. I remember looking to my left, seeing a house to my left. That house, it was like I could almost see like the backyard of the house, just looking at the front of the house. It was weird. It was almost like I could see through it to see what was going on the back side of the house. And it was almost like the backyard, the actual ground part of the house, was, guys, I'm going to try my best to describe what this looks like. The backyard, it was like the whole deck or patio or whatever had collapsed, and the ground had opened up. So I could literally see here's the grass, and I could see the inside of the ground, and it was nothing, like it was like dropped in. I hope this is making sense. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is going on? I just panned over as I'm driving, and I keep driving, and then I see the same thing in front of me, where there's literally like, guys, I can see it, but to describe it is a whole nother thing. Imagine, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie, dang, what's the name of that movie? What is the name of that movie? Never Ending Story. Is that it? Yes, the Never Ending Story from 1984 film, right? So this is what the, if you can see that, this is what the imagery of the movie looks like. If you've never seen this movie, when you think back, when I think back to this movie, because I used to love this movie, but there's a ton of like wizardry, is that a word? Witchcraft and stuff in this movie. But there was something called the nothing, okay, that came onto the land. And when the nothing came, it basically took the ground, like the ground and everything was like being taken apart, to where there was little chunks of the earth floating in midair. So as I was driving, it was like a huge sinkhole. And it was almost like a piece of the land. There was nothing under it, and it was just gone. And I remember stopping and looking, and I was so frightened. The moment I became frightened and I looked at it, it was like the ground under me fell in, and I just began dropping and falling. I began falling so deep, so fast, that I literally just remember closing my eyes. And because I was falling so fast, I literally felt my soul like I was dying. My soul, like, literally was rising up out of my body as I was falling. And I just remember thinking in my head, this is it. And I just, allowed it. It was the weirdest feeling, guys. It was the weirdest feeling. I literally, even though I was dreaming, I literally felt what it felt like to fall this horrible fall, know that there's nothing that I could do, and I literally felt my soul come up out and almost like separate from my body. Like I could feel it come out of my face. And never hit anything, never fell, but it was terrifying. And I woke up. So I was like, Lord, what are you telling me? And these were two dreams that I had back to back. So it was not like these were like no space in between them. They were back to back dreams, one night and then the next night. And I'm like, okay, God, what is going on? What's happening? I can't tell you. The first dream, I can definitely say I felt like it was something that was God letting me know, or letting us know, that there's going to be some form of either attack or some form of physical something physical that we would have to experience in relation to our way of life, our living conditions, in reference to people and our freedom. And then I feel like the next dream, the next night, was in reference to some things that may begin to occur that's out of our control in regards to our planet, in regards to our earth. Things that will be natural disasters that God will allow to happen that will cause a lot of death. I don't know whether or not it would be sinkholes. I don't know whether or not it would be earthquakes. I don't know. Like I said, anytime when it comes to dreams like this, it could very well be something that's related to, like I said, with dreams, dreams can be something that is not literal, of course, but it definitely is something that you need to listen to, pay attention to, pray about. And I'm continuously praying to God for revelation concerning what these dreams mean. So I won't come on here and say, guys, this is what I dreamt and this is what's going to happen. You need to be ready. I'm not going to do that. But I definitely look forward to even hearing what you guys may think of these dreams and get your input. So definitely make sure that you leave a comment below. And I am definitely going to read them. Please don't, you kind of open up the floor for certain people to leave certain things. And then some people, they come out of the woodworks and they say some of the craziest and the most foolish things possible. And, just to say something. But I am allowing this to be like an open type dialogue situation. I'm very interested in seeing what you guys think of these dreams. So that's gonna be my title. Help me interpret my dreams. Okay, guys, I have another word that I need to record. So if you see me in another video with the same outfit on, you already know. Okay, back-to-back recordings. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to reading all of your comments. If you are not already subscribed, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell so that you know every time I upload a video. Okay, guys, I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye.